Gratitude, empowerment. My deepest regards to Honorable Sri B. Vijay Sen Reddy garu, and all anchors who are here to share. My deepest regards to the gurus of our nation, the teachers and parents of our youth, because of whom our nation is what it is today. My deepest regards to all the lion-hearted individuals who are here to support. It feels like a celebration today. Noble cause of holistic youth empowerment on this wonderful platform provided by JNTU Hyderabad. It's a huge opportunity and growth of our nation. I think the lights need to be turned off. Sir, they won't be able to see this. So we are looking at a huge opportunity and growth of our nation, a transformation like never before. We are the world's fastest growing economy, fourth in the world in terms of GDP, largest human resource and youngest on the planet till 2070. And the G20 presidency this year is going to further catapult our transformation. So every bit of this success, every bit belongs to the hard work and selfless sacrifices and guidance provided by the gurus of our nation, the parents and teachers. So let us give a big round of applause to all the teachers who are present here. While we must rejoice over the success that we are seeing for our nation today, but there are serious challenges that we must be aware of and act upon very firmly. As per the statistics, we are ranked very poorly on cybercrime, crimes against women, drug abuse, happiness index, mental health issues, corruption, pandemic deaths, excessive social media usage and gadget usage. And the reasons for these range from a poor lifestyle to deterioration of values and culture, greed, cravings or addictions for pleasures and short-term gains, lack of balance, impatience, loneliness, and so on. Let us hear what our Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji has to say about the issue of drug abuse. Please play the video. Yes, so we must show zero tolerance to the perpetrators of crimes, all types of crimes, drug crimes, crimes against women, children, and environmental destruction. We must empower our youth to safeguard themselves and be courageous beings. I believe that the time has come for all the stakeholders to come together, the educational institutions, the civil society organizations, judiciary, police, excise, media, parents, industrialists, and above all, the youth themselves to work together and solve these issues. And today is a very good platform for that. I thank VC Garu for that opportunity. I must say to all the gurus out here that you have wonderfully handholded our youth all these years. And I believe under your guidance, we will succeed in the holistic empowerment also. Next slide, please. Project Dheerah is the name that we have given to holistic empowerment of youth. which is based on non-sectarian, universal, time-tested techniques. When I say non-sectarian universal, it means that a person from any religion, any caste, and any nationality can adopt them without any realignment. And Dheerah is a journey. It's not a one-day seminar. This is not a seminar or workshop. It's a journey that all of us have to embark upon and handle our youth with full compassion and selflessness and bring out the best in them. Next slide, please. A little about Project Dheerah, which is conceived by Dharma Seva, but is very well supported by Legal Services Authority, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, Vipassana practitioners, spiritual and charitable organizations like Natural Lifestyle, Council for Green Revolution, K. Purushottam Reddy Foundation, industrial associations and activists. It all started when I lost a few of my close people to addictions of intoxicants and drugs. The pain that their family goes through is unexplainable, especially the mothers. They undergo unbearable pain. So with complete faith in judiciary, we filed a complaint in Lokayukta in 2015, then headed by late Honorable Justice Sri V. Subhashan Reddy Garu. We brought it to the notice of the government how serious the issue of drug abuse was. And after pursuing for 6 years, a judgment was issued, a directive was issued to the government of Telangana on June 1st, 2021, as per our recommendations to take stringent measures, including strengthening of police forces, creation of committees, and taking an integrated approach involving all the stakeholders. And prompt action was initiated by our Honorable CM Garu, KCR Garu. In September 2021, he ordered a crackdown, a major crackdown. And since then, we are seeing very good results in terms of law enforcement and awareness programs, thanks to him. After that, we have spent good amount of time in coming out with a document on holistic youth empowerment, which our Honorable Justice Garu is going to launch. And we have also conducted some programs in ACE College and a couple of other programs in Cherlapalli industrial area. So that's the background I wanted to convey. Next slide, please. So holistic empowerment, let us understand a little bit more about it, because we should all be on the same page when we say that. Broadly speaking, there are 3 ways in which we feel good. One is something external happens. Okay, we wake up and we see good weather, we feel good about it. Somebody gives a compliment, we feel good about it. We earn some money, we feel good about it. So these are all external factors which make us feel good. This is very natural to everybody. And most of us are in this category. There's a second way that we feel good, that is inherently feeling good for no reason, for no external reason, we are feeling good. So that is experienced by people who are in good physical, mental, and spiritual health, who are putting sincere efforts to maintain the same, and by leading the right lifestyle and performing positive actions. So for example, if we have a very good night's sleep, we wake up in the morning energetic. So there's nothing external happening, right? We are feeling good. So these are all simple things that we have to imbibe and aim for. Then there's a third category of people who, irrespective of external factors, ups and downs in life, they are still maintaining their balance. And this is the ultimate empowerment. So they have an attitude of accepting what is coming their way, good or bad. And also they practice certain things like past meditation, which give them that kind of a state of mind. Next slide, please. So let us talk about Vipassana meditation. We humans are the only beings that can transform our minds to become better beings. And the ultimate technique for holistic transformation is Vipassana, which is a gift given to us by Gautama the Buddha 2,500 years ago. and millions have got benefited. And it is essentially, absolutely essential for one and all. And it is very much relevant to the modern times. And this is said by none other than by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji in his letter. You can see that the letter is not displayed, but okay. Let us hear what our Additional Director General of Police, CID, Mr. Mahesh Bhagwat, had said in his lecture about Vipassana during his visit to ACE College.
To mention about Vipassana. Vipassana is the gift of any world. It started with the Dheerah-The, and then everybody got from Myanmar to India. Even we have Vipassana Center. Now in America, Alabama State of Prison, and these Vipassana is practiced to reform students, reform high-class prisoners, that they should come on from right the wrong they have done. So that is the power in the Vipassana. And if that kind of Vipassana meditation and other things, our organization is going to organize for you guys through the app and other things. I'm really happy that we really help you. Looking forward for this, I must appreciate from this Dheerah-The and all other initiatives under our leadership authority.
Yeah, now let us look at a winner who has overcome her challenges of life and addictions through Vipassana, Ms. Pratiksha.
My name is Nishanth, and I'm from a very small and remote village in Maharashtra. During my engineering time in geography and engineering, same time my family also abandoned me, and everything was completely spoiled. Everything was destroyed. But by the grace of God, I have found professional meditation, and with the help of professional meditation, I could always. Now I'm trying to tell those who are struggling to come out of their edge. And everything is completely fine in my life. Now I'm working for new things. And I have a happy family. My next goal is fitness, which I will achieve through wellness, which is natural lifestyle.
Yeah, so the first movers, when we introduce this in a college, are the ones who have a seed of spirituality in them. Not everybody will accept when we go and approach them to do Vipassana. So those people who are with the seed of spirituality or who are in tremendous mental agony, they are the first movers, and they, once they undergo this and feel the benefit, they'll be put in the college committees who in turn they can motivate their friends into this path. Next slide, please. Natural lifestyle. Natural lifestyle is a gift of Mother Nature to we beings, including humans, to achieve the ultimate in health. Every being, no living being takes medicines, only humans do that. And it is essential for one and all. So to understand natural lifestyle, the second line that you see, it is just that. There's nothing more to natural lifestyle than that, which is having a light, last early meal, going early to bed, having a good night of sound sleep, early to rise, intermittent fasting of 14 to 16 hours, elimination of stool effectively, sunbath, pranayam, wet pack, and having fresh fruits and vegetable salads and nuts and seeds. This just one line is natural lifestyle, and we have reversed diseases of thousands of people using just this one line. Trust me on that. Now let us hear the testimonials from Dr. Seema ji.
Dr. Seema, allopathic doctor. I used to work in government hospital from 36 years. I suffered from severe osteoarthritis, migraine, sleep disc, excessive hair fall, and many more issues. Allopathic medicines didn't help me. I followed natural lifestyle and cured all my health issues within 5 months. Me and my husband, Dr. Suresh, got so inspired with natural lifestyle that I resigned from allopathy and serving natural lifestyle full time. He has thousands of ethical cure their diseases naturally and go back smoothly. Thanks.
Now let us hear the founders of Natural Lifestyle. They have a message for the youth of Telangana.
नमस्कार। स्वस्थ पैदा होना हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है और स्वस्थ रहना हमारा सबसे पहला कर्तव्य है। प्रकृति के नियमों के अनुसार प्रकृति के 5 तत्वों आकाश, वायु, अग्नि, जल और पृथ्वी का संतुलन बनाकर बिना दवाइयों के स्वस्थ रहना ही नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल।
क्या बात है? स्वस्थ रहना मानव का परम धर्म है। स्वस्थ रहने का मैकेनिज्म कहीं शक्ति कहीं बाहर नहीं बल्कि उसके अंदर ही है। हम तेलंगाना के युवाओं को नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल के प्रति शिक्षित करने के लिए
Thank you. Being in charge of NLS Natural Lifestyle in Telangana, my vision is to bring this awareness to every youth member in Telangana and make them lead medicine-free life. Next slide, please. Play the video.
The city of martial arts brings out the feelings of power, courage, protectiveness, and a positive life. How can a person practicing training feel low of effect? Is it even possible?
That was me when I was 40 years old. So I'm sure all the youth can easily take up martial arts. The first movers for this will be the ones with the seed of a warrior and who have protective nature. And it helps those who are having impatient nature to channelize their excessive energies. Next slide, please. Play the video.
Regular practice of punching or body conditioning breaks the pain barrier and makes the body like a rock.
This again is for people who have strength to bear pain and who have a seed of a warrior, and also for those people in painful situations. By doing this, instantly they can get rid of their painful situations, and even addictions. It helps very in a good way to come out. Next. The real empowerment is when we can meet the aspirations of students in the remotest of the villages to feel strong, confident, and look muscular. Now I'll request Mr. Suresh to demonstrate how we can work out with a naturally available material, because in remote villages, we don't have gyms. So they should be able to work out with naturally available material. And we from the city can do live streaming sessions. Yeah, you can start. Looking at this weight, with your permission, I would also like to try. So the moment we have done this exercise, the biochemicals inside me have released, and I am feeling better than what I was feeling a few moments ago. So this is how we can empower and overpower our negative feelings. If I am having stress at this point of time, in an instant, that will disappear. Trust me on that. Next slide, please. Thank you. Protection skills. One cannot feel empowered without security in the neighborhood. Youth shall be taught the ways of protecting themselves and their loved ones. At a basic level, they should be able to report incidents on portals of police, excise, narcotics wings, anti-corruption bureau, pollution control board, etc. Right to information, they should know about that. Public interest litigations, they should be able to file. And technology of peaceful protest, as said by Professor K. Purushottam Reddy Garu, is something that one has to be able to learn. And that is lead to activism in true sense. It leads to sensitization of youth on social issues. And it will lead to selflessness. And ultimately, they'll realize the true purpose of life. And there are strong expectations from law enforcement and judiciary. The training programs to youth are already being conducted. However, engaging them in law enforcement duties as youth police is something that needs to be considered. Prompt action on complaints and feedback on portals by the law enforcement agencies is a requirement for youth to come forward to complain. Similarly, anonymity of the complainant without the need for physical appearance in the court, security to the complainant, these are all the things. All these steps will make the youth encouraged to be able to take action. The first movers will be those with the seed of courage and protective nature. So there are many other empowerment techniques. This is just a glimpse of what we can achieve. So I have not spoken anything about academics in my entire talk. So travel and cross-culture interactions. Next slide, please. Nature walks, adventure. Yuva Sangam is a program by central government, which we can encourage. Sports empowerment. We would love to hear that from our Honorable Justice Vijay Sen Reddy Garu, who is a very good sports person and a good tennis player. Sir, our request. Then yoga, expression through arts, spiritual education, life skill and environment conservation skills, and entrepreneurship skills. And when we are saying entrepreneurship skills, it is also about the latest tools and technologies, AI. I'm sure most of you are already on that, which has become a prerequisite now, and digital marketing. So when we expose our students to a variety of empowerment means other than academics, that's when they'll be nurtured. That's when their real potential will emerge, because everybody has something very unique and good in them, right? So that is something absolutely required, and they will discover what works best for them of all these. Next slide, please. So finally, the roadmap to success. First and foremost is to define and establish Dheerah as a role model for youth. Okay. So here we are, when we say Dheerah, we have given a name to that holistic empowerment. Okay, we can give it Veera or whatever, doesn't matter, but it is something that we are referring to. Okay. So sincerely practicing the holistic empowerment techniques, becoming the master of one's mind and body, strong values and benevolent actions. So that is the definition of a Dheerah that we are giving. Today, there may not be many Dheerahs who are recognized, but once this program starts in the colleges, we would want to recognize the real heroes and heroines of the colleges. And they will become the role model for their other friends. Okay, so that's the idea. The next aspect is recognition and ownership of Dheerah program unitedly by all stakeholders. This is absolutely essential. So holistic empowerment is not my idea. I mean, it's conceived by Dharma Seva, but it doesn't mean it is Dharma Seva owns it. Everybody owns it. We all should own it. Only then it will sustain. That is absolutely important. So if you don't want to name it Dheerah and name it something else, fine. That doesn't matter. But it has to, we all stakeholders have to come together, and they should recognize that the challenges of society today are very grave and serious. Drug abuse is just one issue. Climate change is a major issue. Like that, there are crimes against women, major issue. So this is something that we have to recognize, and holistic empowerment should be recognized as a solution to all these problems. Then the other aspect is formation of committees, which is already a mandate. There is a mandate from Home Ministry, mandate from UGC. So it is pretty much we have to form committees. So stakeholders shall come together and do that. And technology has to be utilized. The youth are connected to technology and social media. So we cannot skip that. So that's the reason we'll be looking at Dheerah app shortly. Then we discussed about the first movers in every slide. So first movers are the people who are motivated themselves for a technique. So their services have to be utilized. So they have to be put in committees, students' committees, and then they in turn will transform the other students. So that way, because it is the primary responsibility lies with the youth themselves. Okay, so we will train them as trainers and recognize them as a real hero or heroine and award them points and certificates, which will be useful in job opportunities. Now, most of the companies, they don't just look at academic scores, they look at the personality, what they have done. Responsibility of first movers is also to protect their friends from going in the wrong path. They are the best people to do that. Respect wrong happening in the campus has to be reported. And then the last aspect is recognition of teachers and colleges who are sincerely working to empower their youth. So they have to be awarded certificates. So this is what I wanted to convey. Now I hand over to Professor Shiva Prasad Garu, in Giants Private Limited, and Khavya, who worked on the app. They'll just give a glimpse of app just for a minute. It was launched by Mahesh Bhagwat Garu last year. Khavya and Shiva Prasad Garu.